So this video is specifically for the SaaS founders who are struggling to close their trial signup. So one of the biggest challenges while running a SaaS business is not just driving signups, but to make sure those signups convert to paid customers. It's one of the most challenging business models out there because so many of these people who sign up, they just never end up using your product. They never end up, activating or, having a aha moment where they really feel your product works. One of the biggest reasons for that is that you don't know what challenges these guys are facing when they sign up. That's why you don't have an onboarding experience or a product experience that successfully makes them convert into paying users, right? So one of the best ways to get feedback and start a conversation with these guys is to reach out to them, right? They've already signed up, you have their email, you want them to have a very, very personalized experience with them as a founder and have a direct line to them. This is very important in the early stages of a SaaS business, but this is also important as you grow and you figure out who's your ideal customer. And these conversations are critical in having a direct connection with your audience and then figuring out why they are signing up to your platform and what is it that you can do for them to make their experience better. So we actually automated this entire thing using AI and Zapier to have a direct conversation with these guys and ended up having a solid 10% response rate. Anybody who signs up to a trial, having loads of very fruitful conversations every day with people who are signing up to our tool. So let's get into how we automated that. So we'll start with Zapier. So we have a 11-step Zap process going into our email automation tool once somebody signs up to our product. So when somebody signs up, we have a Google Sheet that is automatically updated by our product, and that shows, okay, this is the person that signed up, this is their first name, this is their email. So you get a detailed idea who it is that's signing up based on their first name, last name, email. But obviously you don't have all the details, right? You don't have, for example, what kind of company are they, right? And you don't have intelligence around whether the email itself is valid. Are they using a fake email or all of that? So what we do is we try to get a little bit of intelligence going into our process, and we use that to personalize the outreach. So let's go through this step by step. So the very first step is to catch a hook. So we understand when a new row is added to Google Sheets, this means a new sign up has happened. Then we only continue if these are not personal emails, right? We don't want to reach out to personal email IDs. We only want to reach out to business users. Then we validate the email and figure out whether the email is valid or not using, zero bounce, which is a very good email verification tool, right? It's one of the best out there. And, you don't want to reach out to invalid emails because, your email may bounce and then that decreases your reputation. Then you only continue if, the email itself is valid. So you figure out we're reaching out to catch all as well because, these are inbound leads. So we can take a little bit of risk, right? It's fine because we can just change the inbox if they get banned. Then finally, we use the text formatter to figure out, okay, what is the website of the company they signed up with, right? And having that website is very important because that allows us to personalize our email to understand who they are. So let me give you an example of what happens here. So what we do is using text formatter, we figure out, okay, what is their website, right? What is the, so we can see, for example, this is the person who signed up, Suvi.js Dynamite Search Group. Now it's able to split the string and figure out, okay, what is the website of this particular company? Okay, so let's go here and figure out who these people are. So we figure out if I, as a human being, is going to this website, I can figure out, okay, these guys are recruiters, right? They're a specialist recruiter in 4 sectors: financial services, IT, exec search, and sales and marketing. And then, this gives us quite a bit of idea. As a human being, we're reaching out to these guys. I might just say something like, hey guys, hey Suvi, saw that you signed up. Thanks for signing up. By the way, saw that you guys are into the recruiting space. It seems like you use it to figure out, the right kind of candidates to search in the financial services, IT, executive search, and sales and marketing industry. Do you mind if I, send you a quick video about how you can use Sales Robot the best? So now, if I was the one doing it, I would do a phenomenal job. But my time is limited, right? I can't reach out to everybody who signed up because we get north of, 400 signups a month. So I can't obviously reach out to everybody. So that's where this automation comes in, and that's where AI comes in. So here, what we're able to do is we're able to, scrape this particular website using a tool called API-Fi. And what API-Fi does is that it gives us data, right? It gives us the entire text on their website, right? Almost like an HTML, right? Now using this text, we pass it to GPT. So here we just wait for the scraping to complete. And we continue if there's enough text on the website, right? Page URL, this is the correct page. And then we classify text. First, we figure out whether they have enough data on their website for us to figure out what they do. So some people, they will not have a good website, or they will not have any information on their website. It might just be a landing page. So we just ask ChatGPT, give us a yes or no. This is a description of a web page. I want you to look at it and tell me yes or no. If it contains enough information, if you're confused, just say no, right? So that's what we ask ChatGPT, and it says either yes or no. So for example, in this case, it says yes, right? It has enough information because ChatGPT is smart enough to know that they're a recruiting business and they have enough information in there. Perfect. So we're using ChatGPT that way. And then we're only continuing if it is yes. So by step 10, we know a lot more about our sign up, right? We know what website they are. We know that they have information. Now let's use that information, right? And figure out how we can reach out to them. This is where we parse that information. So we tell it to do something very detailed for us. Can you go through the text of the website and tell me a few things, like what is the ideal job title of this customer, right? For example, who do they reach out to? What pain points do they face before considering buying this product or service? What key metrics improve once they start using this product or service? This is the detail on the scrape detail from the website. And then this is the output format. I need a JSON and I need you to fill out this particular email format. So, hey, first name, I was looking at your website and thought I should reach out. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but it looks like you target job titles, right? And this job titles comes from understanding their website. If you run a proper campaign on Sales Robot, I'm confident you'll get a few responses. Mind if I send you a quick how to running a campaign? Or if you need more help, you can book a time with me here. Let me know either way. P.S. Your service seems like a great fit for job titles who struggle with pain point. Keep up the great work. Now, ChatGPT goes through all of this and then comes out with some information, right? So based on this particular recruitment business, this is what it types out. So these are the job titles it reaches out to: specialized recruitment, key metrics, and then this is the email. Hi Suvi, correct me if I'm mistaken, but you target these kinds of professionals. I can see quite a few of them on LinkedIn. P.S. Your service looks like a great fit for executive search professionals who struggle with dealing with multiple agencies for international recruitment. Keep up the great work. So it's written a better email than I would have, right? But then you need to give it these guardrails, right? You don't want to let ChatGPT just ramble on. You give it, okay, this is the email template, just fill it out using some details from the profile. So that's where it really excels. Once you see the excellent work, you can just send it as an email, right? So it pulls out the filled email key, and from here, it sends a post request to a webhook, right? So here it basically sends this email to Smart Lead, which is what we use for our email signup, which is a very good high deliverability email automation tool. And we just give it the lead, we give it the first name, and we give it, the follow-up. So obviously this works well. So we've been doing this for almost 7 months now. I, started this automation on December the 11th of 2023. And now we have quite a bit of data to show you. So let me give you an example. So this is the campaign that we have. It's called Trial Sign Up Customers. So December 11, 23 converts, and we've had 148 people replied. So which is roughly 9.84%. So let's see what those replies are, right? So if you look at the actual inbox, you can see the actual replies that are coming in. Yeah, we've been playing around with Michael, how this platform works. What is your system to have a reseller? Is there a rev sharing model? So this becomes a potential agency partner for us, right? And this is the first email. Let me show you the entire sequence so you understand where the value of the automation comes in. So if you look at the sequences part, we are looking at this entire sequence. So we say happy Monday first name. So this picks out the day of the week, the first name of the person. I just noticed you signed up. Thanks for trying out Sales Robot. If you can spare a minute, would you mind telling me what made you sign up? Knowing what you need will help us serve you better. Also, if you have any questions, just hit reply and ask away. So this is where we're asking for feedback. We're not even trying to sell them anything, right? Just to ask you, hey, quick question. So you signed up. Can I help you? Something like that. Then finally, this is where we have some intelligence. So if we have, very personalized data coming in from Zapier, like for example, this entire follow-up one, which is a very personalized email, then it shows up. Otherwise, if they don't have enough information, it says just reply with help. If you need any help, I'll send you a quick how-to video. Then finally, this is where we send them a lead magnet. If you're not sure of what type of messages you should add on LinkedIn, I can help. Recently studied the LinkedIn message sequence of over 3,000 users. We found the top 3 most successful ones and asked for their permission to share their messaging tactics. They said yes, and we created a small presentation on why they were so successful. Do you mind if I send it over? So it's just a lead magnet. So this has a very high conversion rate. I can show you some responses we got to this. And then finally, this is my last email. If you're ever looking for help, feel free to book a call. I post a lot of content around LinkedIn, so feel free to follow me. And then I tell them I crossed 10,000 followers, so they know, like there's not a nobody. I know what I'm talking about. Or you can text me or call me at this is my number, right? So it's a very personal touch. So let's see what kind of responses we got to this. Thank you for the message. That would be great. So this guy needs the presentation. Happy to receive a how-to video. If you're not sure, please send. A video would be great. So here we are just having a very direct conversation with these guys. We are making sure that these guys convert from just people who've signed up to people who like us, work with us, and then people who are getting educated based on the information that we have, like what are the best sequences, a how to video. And then our activation rate has gone from like 50% to 85% due to the sequence, right? Because most of the people who sign up, if they need anything, they just reply to this and we are able to help them get started and made changes to our product based on the feedback that we've received from these guys. And some of them have become our best customers and best friends, right? Just from starting a conversation. So that's it from me in this video. Hope you got some good takeaways to implement if you're a SaaS founder and you want to increase the conversion rates from your signups. If you're looking for some help with reaching out to more potential customers on LinkedIn or cold email to get them to sign up for your SaaS, feel free to try out Sales Robot. We've got a lot of SaaS companies using us and getting a lot of good leads from LinkedIn and cold email. So that's it from me again in this video. See you in the next one.